soul of the Bay, that's me. That's us, that's my team. We gon' do it for the Bay, though. Forever we faithful. Forever we faithful.
Not again.
Forever we faithful.
Forever we faithful. Niner my gang, whoa, that back came real fast. I feel like Usain Bolt. These teams not like us, they not in the same boat. We beat all the big teams, we got all the big rings. They red and that gold. We ball never fold. Grind, stay in that mold. Another ring is the goal. All we do is win, 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 no matter what. It's a scary sight, a Niner jersey and a cut. Faithful to the Bay, the Niner gang, yeah, we up, living plush. Soon as you look up, another touch. Damn, it ain't next year, it's all year. Now, crowd full of red, white, and gold, screaming loud. Let's get it in, let's get it in. Niner gang, another win. Let's get it in, let's get it in.
Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Prairie Football Podcast. I'm Brandon Free, and joined by me is my co-host, as always, Deon Johnson. He's on the road right now, so you're just gonna hear the audio portion of him. How we doing, man?
I'm good, man. How about you?
Pretty good, man. Just here we got another dub. So, starting the season 2-0 is nice.
Oh yeah, definitely so, man. I'm just happy the fact that we 2-0. Honestly, I think if we could get Mac through the next two games, we'd be all right. Then that way we could bring Purdy back and keep on rolling.
Yes, sir. Let's get right into it. So the Niners go ahead and beat the Saints 26-21. We're wondering how Mac Jones was going to start and play basically throughout the game. He looked pretty good. What were your thoughts on Mac Jones going into this game and seeing him throughout the game and everything? And all the crap that we were going to see basically after the game was over on Twitter and everything.
Now, I don't know what happened on Twitter because I wasn't aware. But what I can say about Mac Jones is before the game, I had no expectations because I just didn't know how he was going to fare in the game in general. But here's the beauty of it. Came out, he played very well. I can't be mad. Mac Jones was in the top 5 of passing for the week. So if y'all don't see me, I'll be doing shorts, and I get y'all for fantasy football. I get y'all the top 5 cats every week. Mac Jones was number 4. Tua was 5. So I like what I saw from him. The only thing I didn't like was there were times where I saw him hold the ball too long. Now, I understand every now and then that it's situations where, guys aren't getting open, they're not creating separation. But, when you got 5, 6, 7 seconds in the pocket, bro, you got to do something. Like, you got to find somewhere. So that's probably my only negative on Mac. Other than that, I like what he was doing, man. He came out, he played hard, and respect to the players, man. Mac Jones has a lot of swag, and I don't say that because I feel that way. I say that because the players feel that way. That's all I hear in the post-game pressure. Dude got so much swag. But then again, he did go to Alabama, and you can't go to Alabama and not have no damn swag. So I like what I saw. He was up over 300 yards passing. What do we got? 3 TDs. You can't ask for much more from your quarterback. I like what he did. Like I said, just get that ball out. Don't be holding on to it for too long. And we should keep rolling, man. It's not bad.
Yes, sir. Yeah, like you said, he did hold on to the ball a lot in Sunday's game, and it actually cost. People would say that it's on McKivitz, which yes, it is half on McKivitz, but it's also half on Mac Jones as well. Where he lost that ball into a fumble, and the Saints took over on that, and I believe scored on that possession. Were you kind of worrisome, basically like how much the Saints were in this game with us? Like we should. What do you think about how the Niners defense did against Rattler?
The defense did fairly well. You know what I'm saying? Spencer Rattler still had himself a little bit of a game, so that just tells me that's promising for the Saints. And then for me, I mean, as far as the defense goes, we flew around. We did what we were supposed to do. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you can't stop everybody from scoring. And it gets a little rough out there, but I'm not mad at the defense. The only thing I would say is we still got an issue with that run defense because Alvin Kamara was moving and grooving. That man almost had 100 yards. He was one yard away from a 100-yard game. So while I love what the defense was doing, love what I saw from Deep Winters. To be honest with you, the negative was our safeties. I'm sorry. I can't wait for Malik Mustafa to come back. Jason Pinnock is garbage. He gave up 2 touchdowns on his own. And, you know, I know Siegel is a rookie, so I'm not going to lay into him too much, but he ain't looked too good this game either. He had a lot of issues. One thing I can say about Spencer Rattler is he is a shifty dude because he was slippery, man. We had him sacked.
Yeah,
and that dude just – and he
most of the game, I feel like we didn't really have a sack on him, huh?
No, for the most part, I think we did get a couple sacks on him. I think 1 or 2. I'd have to look at the stats.
Right.
But I definitely know that he was definitely out there moving and grooving. You know, on his own. We had to deal with Alvin Kamara. He was moving a lot, and then on top of that, it was you know, one thing I have to say is I love Renardo Green slamming Juwan Johnson for trying to hurdle him. He thought he was going low. Green stood his ass up and then just slammed him to the ground. I loved every second. He did, man. That was almost like a WWE suplex or something. It was perfect.
Oh, yeah.
But the defense looked good overall. I mean, Renardo's got a little bit to clean up. You know, Olave was giving him a little bit of an issue, but it is Chris Olave, so you got to respect that. But for the most part, everything's pretty cool. I'm not too mad at the defense. Michael Williams looked a lot better this game. Loved what I saw from him.
He did.
And hey, man, at the end of the game, bro, you know what I'm saying? Strip sack. Let's get it. You know, Bryce Huff showing up, doing what he's supposed to. I ain't mad at that, man. If that's how we end games every week, I'm a very happy individual. But talk to the people, man. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, you know, Bryce Huff did end the game with a strip sack, which was nice. So Nick Bosa got a sack, like what Throwback said, and Bryce Huff got a sack. So we had 2 sacks on Spencer Rattler. You know, I do have to give it up to the Saints. They did actually play their toughest against us and gave us you know, a game to basically really fight for and basically down to the wire to basically pick up a dub. But you know, I feel like Kyle Shanahan with Mac Jones opened up the offense a lot more too. I feel like because there's a lot more throws. I believe Mac threw for what I think he was like 26 for 39 or something like that, and almost 300 and something yards, 3 touchdowns. It was pretty crazy. I mean, we didn't really particularly go for a run game. Christian McCaffrey, I think, had like 55 yards, and I think Robinson had about 20. And kind of spraying the ball kind of with all kinds of different receivers. Bourne got a catch. Jennings had about a couple catches and a touchdown. You know, just all in all, it was a pretty good game to watch. It was exciting. I do want everybody to know, though, there is no quarterback controversy. For those of you Niner fans on Twitter trying to talk some ish about that stuff, Brock Purdy is our quarterback, and that's the end story. Mac Jones played good enough for a backup quarterback. I'll give you that. He looked great. Don't get me wrong. He had some errors for sure, but other than that, he did pretty well. And we should be happy that we have a quarterback like Mac Jones as a backup. Because if anything happens to Brock again, I think we're in a solid place with Mac Jones being our backup. Let's see. Defense looked good. And Fred Warner actually mentioned this, I think today or yesterday, that he's really happy to have Saleh back. These close games, because we only won by 5 points on Sunday. These close games that we've been winning the past 2 weeks, we won't be winning those the past couple of years, especially last year too, with all the injuries and everything as well. But yeah, we go down to nitty gritty and have pulled out 2 dubs now. And you know what? Our defense is more to contribute for those W's. So, last week it was Nick Bosa with strip sack. This week it was Bryce Huff to seal the deal. And I mean, it's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to next week when we home opener against Arizona. Definitely gonna have to check out that game. I'm gonna try to pull up some stats here while Deon's gone. Give me a sec.
And I'm back
There
like
you
Cook
are.
Crack.
Yes, sir. I was just saying how basically, on Twitter, people were saying is there, especially the media as well, that there could be a quarterback controversy. I'm not gonna say any names, but I think you know who I'm talking about.
We all knew this. Like we all knew this BS was coming. Like it's the case. And anybody with a brain in their head, any Niner fan that has any common sense knows this is complete garbage.
Yep.
It is just something that the media will spin to create a narrative. Now, I can tell you this. If Mac Jones goes out the next 2 games and throws for over 300 yards again and has 3 TDs in each of those games, the media is going to make it a big thing. Let me give y'all some context. See, when we drafted Trey Lance, screwed off all those picks, and Kyle had the balls to walk in the office and tell Jed, hey, the third dude is actually better than everybody. It was easier to get out of that. You know why? We weren't paying Trey Lance over $200 million.
Facts.
He barely was paying the man $25 million. So, oddly enough, I will continually state this. Any other head coach would have been fired had he pulled that BS.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know Jed York gives Kyle full autonomy and lets him do whatever the hell he wants. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to this situation, you can't do that. Like the fact right now, I'm not even going to lie to you, the fact that Kirk Cousins is on the bench in Atlanta is crazy. Because you're paying your backup more than you're paying your starter.
Facts.
Like, that's dumb as all get out. When they drafted him, you could tell, going back to that moment when Michael Penix was drafted in the first round, you could tell that whole war room was like, what are we doing? And why did we do this? We just gave this fool all that money. What are you doing? And now you see Kirk Cousins ain't the same Kirk Cousins he once was, and Michael Penix is a starter. But Atlanta looks like idiots because Arthur Blank is paying a man an absorbent amount of money to sit on the bench.
Yep.
And I'm sorry if I'm in there with the GM. Hey man, the minute that man can hit the field, get rid of him. Get that money off my books. I'm paying too much damn money for this. This is stupid. He's sitting on the bench doing nothing. I ain't got time for that. I mean, me personally, I would have never paid Kirk Cousins in the first place, only because Kirk Cousins ain't gonna win you no championship. But it is what it is. But there is no quarterback controversy, and we all knew that was coming. And any Niner fan that's watched the team and follows the team closely knows and understands that's complete BS. You are not about to have Mac Jones start over Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is simply put better. And it ain't nothing against Mac on a personal level. It's just, hey, bro, you got drafted in the first round and you didn't win. This your third team.
Facts, yeah.
So I don't believe any of that BS. To me, that's crap, and I don't even pay attention to it. That's, as you can see, I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah. Hey, I was gonna ask you, do you feel like I felt like he did, but do you feel like it seemed like Kyle opened up the offense a lot more too in this game?
It was kind of weird because I actually thought he was going to dial it back, strictly
Same.
based on the fact that it's Mac. He's still learning the offense, and we don't know what he was going to be. But what I can tell you is, and this is just me, we got an issue at running back. Brian Robinson has no idea where the hell he's going or what the hell he's doing. And I've seen that on a week-to-week basis. It almost looks like he's not even sure where to go. Like he's having a heck of a time grasping the playbook. And that's a little alarming because then you get CMC and you get him overused. Even in this game, though, he didn't really get overused. He didn't have a lot of carries and whatnot. He did have the receiving TD. So fantasy owners are loving him right now. But
Yeah.
Brian Robinson was the one guy on offense who just every time he gets in there, I'm like, is he sure he knows where he's going and what he's supposed to be doing? But that's just me. What do you think about that?
I'm not looking too much into it. I think we gotta give him some time. It was only week 2. I think he's still trying to figure out the offense more. And personally too is like we said before, Kyle was basically there was really no run game in this game. It was more just passing like all over the place. Literally, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or no, 7. 7 different receivers literally got a catch in this game. So I don't know. I think as the season goes on, I think Brian Robinson will definitely improve behind that line. And speaking of the line, shout out Colby for getting in there after Barch got hurt and basically played very well throughout the game. Thoughts on Colby?
Connor Colby did really good. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't think he gives up. Hey, what's going on, Bebop? I don't think he gives up that starting left guard spot. I think he keeps it. The thing with Ben Barch is we all know what Ben Barch is. He's going to give you like one good game and everybody's going to fall in love with him, and then he's only going to get injured and break your heart again. So I put no faith, no stock in Ben Barch at all. I was just like, bro, no one cares. Like it means nothing. So for me, I was just like, yeah, whatever. I really don't care.
Yeah,
But Connor Colby did a good job. The Connor Colby thing is good and bad, and I'll tell you why. Great because we found a late round gem, but bad because now this is going to give Forrester and Shanahan a battery and they back to go, we can find a offensive lineman anywhere at any point. See, we don't need to invest in it. It's fine. We'll figure it out. No, it is not the case. You have to remember, certain things are anomalies. Colby was an anomaly, and he's only played one game, and we have to see if he continues to hold up throughout the season. So he did very well. Not gonna be negative toward the kid, but we still do have to invest in this offensive line.
So speaking of them looking for an offensive line players, we just found out. What was it, yesterday or today, possibly, that Spencer Burford is hurt, and he's the backup. So I'm trying to figure out how the hell he got hurt, for one. And then 2 is they did try out a bunch of offensive lineman guys today. And kind of want to get your thought process on the whole Spencer Burford injury and, like, what the hell happened?
We on the same page. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know how you Randy just magically show up with an injury. Like this team with the tenure of Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, we just live on the injury list. Why? I have no idea. And I really truthfully wish we would figure out what the heck is wrong and fix it. Because it's annoying every dang year. All we do is wind up looking and going, damn, another person, damn, another person, damn. Like it's continual. And it drives me absolutely insane. So I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, bro, are we seriously doing this again? So it's frustrating as all hell, man. But it's become a part of who we are. So at this point, I almost expect it.
Yeah.
I expect us to go into the season not fully healthy. But one thing I will say about the offensive line, we are going to need to find a left tackle of the future. It is not Spencer Burford. I'm sorry, people. Do not believe the hype. Spencer Burford ain't that damn good at left tackle. I think he's more suited to be a guard. Hell, I said a long time ago, put him at right tackle. But and honestly, you just pay Colt McKivitz, just flip him. Because don't forget, McKivitz looked great at left tackle. He didn't look bad.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
But at right tackle, horrible. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either. But at right tackle, he's fucking horrible.
But at left tackle, when he had to fill in for Trent every now and then, perfectly fine. And not no mishaps, no nothing. But it is what it is. Now, I do have to ask you, did you hear what Cam Jordan said?
Yeah, it was very loud because of
the he was pissed. He was basically like, I think that was low key a shot at Saints fans to be like, hey man, you hear them getting loud, you better get louder, damn it. Can't be over here doing this BS, letting them overtake our stadium. But Cam Jordan must have forgot we travel very well. We always have.
Hey, and let's not forget either, because during that game on, I think it was third down for the Saints, dude, you can even hear it through the TV. Like, it was crazy how loud it was.
Oh, yeah, and then we hit Bourbon Street like a freight train.
Yeah, I did see
and
that.
And they hit them with their little, because what did it say? Are they who they or who that? Because I know the Bengals and them share something.
So it's who that. So then.
Okay, so they're who that. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, Faithful will go down Bourbon Street and say,
yeah, we went who that and we that. Yeah, bro, we was killing the game. They ain't even want to smoke. I loved every second of it, bro.
Hey, so I know you had concerns on Trent last week when we talked about it in the pregame.
Yeah.
How'd you feel he did on Sunday?
I mean, he did all right. You know what I'm saying? You know, he did admirably. He did the best thing he could. You know what I mean? And that's all we can really ask for when it comes to Trent Williams. Honestly, I think this is last year. You know, I think Trent Williams is one of those dudes that knows when it's time. And I think this is last year. Now, believe me, it would be great for us to get him a ring. Like, that would be fantastic. Because I think if we were to sneak into the playoffs, I can tell you right now, it's gonna awaken something in him. And he's going to play a little bit better. Yeah. He's going to be a different dude. It's not going to be the same. And people are going to be looking and going, damn, Trent out there balling. So it kind of is what it is on that one. I'm not too mad about it. He did his best he could.
Yeah, he looked pretty good out there. He didn't look like he was hurt because he got rolled up on last week, right? But I think he did his job, what he had to do, and basically there he is.
There we go.
Yeah, I think he did pretty well on Sunday, and no complaints this week like we had last week. I would say
facts, all facts, no complaints from me, man. I think that Trent did a fantastic job. You know, things will get better. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you know, it's kind of a situation where you just kind of got to get your feet wet again.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's the hard part there. Just getting your feet wet again, kind of reacclimating your body to things. And I know they give them vet days and rest days and all of those things, but if there's one thing that I've learned, if you don't build that football calendar during training camp and preseason, you're not going to be ready for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why you see JJ with all these little nicked up injuries and things of that nature. I don't care what nobody say that was the most beautiful touchdown run that he done had in his career. I loved every second of it, man. I was not mad at it. I loved it. It was great, you know, to see my guy go out there and get his stuff. And to be honest with you, JJ out there playing for his money. Because I can tell you right now, Ricky Pearsall is coming along very well.
He is.
And I am not 100% sure that they're going to put BA and JJ out there. And then you got to remember, we only have, one more game. And Demarcus Robinson comes back.
Yeah. Somebody's
getting cut.
Yeah.
It ain't JJ. Honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, I think it's MVS. I think it's Marquez Valdez.
So too. He's just.
I think he's gone once BA comes back. I mean, Demarcus Robinson comes back. Now, when Robinson comes back, that'll be cool. Ricky is twitchy. That is a fact. You know, I called him Slick Rick.
Slicky Ricky.
But what you can count on is who's getting now. Here's the better question for you: who's getting cut when BA comes back?
It might be KB.
There you go.
It might be KB.
And you know, to be honest with you, man, because we love Kendrick Bourne, we do, man. KB was JJ before JJ.
Yeah,
he was our dude. And you know what's funny to me is you know, after the game, you know, they're all everybody's asking him, well, how do you feel about getting acclimated? What do you mean? Dude ran in the system for years. He don't need to get reacclimated. He knows what the hell he's doing. What are you talking about? This is obvious. So please stop asking. Like, if there's one thing I could ask, number one, our media, stop asking stupid questions. Please ask football-related questions and asking that man, well, how did you feel about getting reacclimated to the offense? That's stupid. You already know how I felt. The man knows what he's doing. He knows the offense. Why are we talking about this? Why are we asking that? The other thing as well, to our direct media team, for the life of me, and I know other Niner fans hear me when I'm about to say this, stop with that long, idiotic pause in between people. Stop putting out on YouTube, you go live at 12:30 and don't go live until 1:15. And it's just a Niner logo just continually sitting there. Go live when people exist. The 45-minute gap. You mean to tell me you ain't got these dudes lined up? They don't already know they're talking to the media? If that's the case, then why ain't they there? Peak 49ers media, and I'm not talking about my dog Anshul. 49ers media team, please, for the life of me, stop with this idiotic, long-standing Niners stick. Like, what? Why? What is the point of this? You make us sit here, and then everybody's sitting there and like, hey, man, did you hear what happened? No, I don't know what happened because it ain't came on yet. Been 35 minutes. We're still waiting on them to show the hell up.
It's true. They do take forever.
It's done.
And I literally go.
You're the only team in the NFL that does this crap. I don't see anybody else's teams doing this stuff. It's like, why? It's the dumbest thing in the world. Yeah. If I ever met our media team, I'd be like, hey.
Let me take over.
I'm taking over. No.
I'm taking over, damn it.
What do you mean? No. I told you I made it. I'm bringing Brandon with me. Brandon, you got the media stuff. Go on, handle that.
I got you. Don't even trip.
Well, what are we supposed to do? You're fired. That's what you're supposed to do. Go find another team to work for and make them wait 45 minutes for you to show up and actually let somebody talk.
Facts.
That's it. We're done.
I just about had it with you guys.
I'm just saying, man. Just walk in there, you know. Hey, look, we had that video.
Hey, look, we're the new media team, so your asses got to go.
Mm-hmm.
But
and then by the way, I'm gonna get up there at the podium and I'm gonna be like, hey, look, now that we have a new media team, no more softball questions. We're gonna need y'all to be like the New Yorkers. Ask the hard questions, get off in Kyle's ass when shit ain't right, and get off in the players when they ain't right either. Ask them real questions. Don't ask them stupid stuff like what color did you like today? You know, like
why are you smiling so much?
Yeah, you know, why are you smiling so much? What do you mean? I'm happy. Damn, can I not be happy? You want me to be sad? Do you understand it literally takes more muscles in your face to frown than smile?
So, another thing that surprised me on Sunday, dude.
Uh-huh.
We talked so much shit about them, and the one time our backup goes in there, fucking our O-line looks like totally different compared to week 1.
They still look bad. They ain't look great.
They still they look better than what they did.
They looked a little bit better, but they still didn't look great. I mean, there were still times where Mac was having to shift and move, you know what I'm saying? But he's more of a stationary guy.
Yeah, that's an issue.
So when you have a guy who more so, I mean, look, I'm not going to take nothing away from Mac Jones. That was a nice little run that he had. I prefer him not to take those hits. But, you know, I'm not mad at the little run he had, a little 9-yard scamper. That was nice, you know. Mac said, I may not be the most athletic guy, but I got a little something in the tank. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah. So that touchdown pass that Juwan Jennings got.
Yeah.
Would you say, like, looking back at it, that was a broken play on the defender, like that could have been picked off?
I didn't really get a chance to look at it like that.
No.
I just kind of saw the play happen. It happened a little bit faster than anticipated. I'd have to look at it again to give you an honest opinion on it. But at the end of the day, I could care less what happens. As long as Juwan scores, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, no, I know.
Broken play or not. As long as Juwan got into that end zone the way he did.
Yeah. Yeah, I was happy about it. I didn't really pay attention to it too much, like, when it happened, because I was just happy JJ got the touchdown.
Yep.
But and I was watching our boys Zach and Matt talk about the play, and Matt kind of mentioned how if the defender didn't basically read that play wrong or whatever, because I think he was going to go for Kendrick Bourne because Kendrick Bourne was coming crossway, right? Mm-hmm. And if that defender didn't go up to basically cover Kendrick Bourne and he stayed back there with Juwan, that it could have been basically picked, I guess.
Okay. So, well, I mean, hey, looks like the play worked out. That's all that matters.
Just gotta let
game score. I don't care how you get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Win. Whether you win by 1 or you win by 50. We do have to, speaking of 50, Lord, Bears defense got embarrassed. Embarrassed, bro. I don't care what nobody say, man. You can't. There's, bruh. You let your old team Ben put up a 50 burger on you, bro.
Yeah.
When in week 1 they ain't even look like they knew what the heck they was doing. Tell you right now, that second meeting between the Bears and the Lions, in the words of Seamus, that's gonna be a banger.
Banger.
I think the Bears
after banger after banger.
Man. Side note, man, forget El Grande Americano. Get him up out of here. I'm tired of his stupid gimmick.
Yeah.
We all know it's Ludwig Kaiser. We all know that the original El Grande Americano was Chad Gable. I'm feeling WWE is failing. Their writers are garbage. I've never seen something so trash. And then you got like 5 or 6 of them. Why do we always have like 40 of them popping out like cockroaches? This is stupid. It's getting dumb people.
I'm trying to figure out who the hell the other two are.
Be honest with you, if the height was correct, I would say it's the Creed brothers. Because if you notice, they disappeared from programs.
That's true.
They are not there. So it may be the Creed brothers doing it just to have something to do. Because since Gable isn't there, they don't have them out there. You don't see Ivy Nile. You don't see the Creed brothers out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But let's see.
Gonna...
He knows. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to play this real quick, and then I'm going to get your thoughts after. So this is Fred Warner basically talking about how everybody loves Robert Saleh being back, basically.
Yeah.
Not looking for you to compare this year's DC to last year's, but Robert Saleh comes back to the team. What has changed on the field that fans can really look at that has made this defense maybe more aggressive and certainly looks to be a little bit better?
Yeah, I mean, Saleh's just been around the block, man. He's been there. He's done it at a high level for a long time. He obviously had a stint in New York being the head coach, but I mean, he knows football through and through, not just defense but offense, and I think that helps with how he prepares for these different offenses week in and week out. And he puts us in just the perfect position to go out there and play fast, man, eliminating all gray area. He knows the exact calls to put us in certain situations within the game. So there's never a moment where, I'm wondering what we should be. He just knows. It's almost like he's I don't even know, a fortune teller, man. This dude knows everything, I feel like. So it gives such confidence for a player to just go out there and play free, man. I love having him back.
Thoughts, brother?
I mean, what else does anybody expect him to say? He's happy to have a DC who knows what the heck he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look, there are times where I'm going to give Kyle credit, and there are times where I'm gonna crap on him. And I'm sorry, last year was his fault. You chose Nick Sorensen.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else. And see, that's the problem with a lot of 49er fans. Y'all get mad when I hold Kyle accountable for screwing up. And everybody wants to give him a pass for messing up. At the end of the day, if Fred really wanted to be mad at somebody last year, he need to look his head coach in the face and be pissed off at him. Because he's the one who made that stupid decision to go ahead and go with him. You could have kept Steve Wilkes for that matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know you may not have gotten along with Wilkes. You may not have liked how Wilkes did things. But what I can tell you is the man got you. You got you a Super Bowl with him. He got you 2 interceptions in the Super Bowl that you did nothing with. While all these 49er fans want to shit on Wilkes, then it is what it is. What the heck? What? I don't even know who that is.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is or who that. You streaming on Twitch?
I don't know. What?
Exactly. I have no idea. I don't have Twitch. Fast Willie Parker. Okay. Anyway, yeah, but I mean, I love what he said about Saleh because he's just happy to have a DC that's back that is able to really run the defense the way it's supposed to be run. That's able to make sure that things are working the way they're supposed to work. And it's easy because there's no transition. You're just kind of going back to what you've done before. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. You gotta love that your all pro middle linebacker is very happy with this, with having his old DC back and feeling like, hey man, we can conquer anything that we need to conquer.
Right.
And, Saleh knows what he's doing, and he does. And you can see that he's evolved. You know why? I've seen Saleh do more blitzing. When Saleh was here previously, that man did not like to blitz for any reason. He cared less about blitzing.
Yep.
He would get up there, too, at the podium. If the front four does their job correctly and everybody stays in line and they have their technique and, everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, the front four should get home. And everybody looking like, nah, bro, the front four ain't getting home. That's why we keep asking about blitzing. What are you talking about? But it is what it is.
Well, our our you can just tell how much our defense has gotten like a lot better too. Especially like you said, dude, Michael Williams, bro. Oh my god,
Looked a lot better.
looked a lot better for sure. They're getting to the quarterback a lot more too. They're learning how to close out games. They're learning how to strip sack a lot too, right? And you could tell also that Kyle's loving this as well. At the end of the game, past 2 weeks, him and Saleh have hugged and been all excited and shit like that. And it's nice to see, man. Definitely Saleh was missed. And this team just, that defense just looks like the old defense when Robert Saleh was last year. So it's just nice to see again, dude. And I'm gonna keep saying, dude, we're closing out games that we're not used to seeing this team close out games the past like 2 years. So yeah, I mean, just excited for the season, the rest of the season, to be honest with you.
Yes, sir. Hey, look, man, bring on them Redbirds. It's the first home game. Faithful, show up, show out. Be there, be loud, be proud. You ain't got many Cardinal fans in up in the Bay. I can tell you that much. If you do, they probably don't show their face too much.
Right.
But when they're here, I'm gonna go to the Rush, the John Chapman's. I'm gonna go to his little thing.
Dude, that's gonna be sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there, man, and definitely. The funny thing is, man, he's Chapman is cool as heck. You know what I'm saying? Because I caught him in passing at the last Cardinal and 49ers.
Really?
Yeah, caught him in passing, and I was like, John. And he looked at me for a second. He was like, Deon. I was like, oh yeah, what's up, man? He was like, what's up, baby? I gotta go. He was like, next year, come to the Road Rush podcast. I'm like, I'll be there. So
you're like, say less, I'm there.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there, man. But
yeah,
hey, we got the W. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? I want to see our safeties pick it up, get a little bit better.
Yes.
Malik, we miss you. Hurry up and bring your ass back so we can get rid of Jason Pinnock and send him back to the garbage where he belongs. I know a lot of people are like, oh, he just hasn't had a fair shake. We see, look, man, sometimes people just ain't got it.
Yeah, shit happens and stuff. But that's gonna this was a little short one. It was just for us to recap real quick, and we're definitely gonna be back with the rest of the crew on Saturday to preview Niners versus Cardinals. Hey, same time on Saturday, D? 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll be back on Saturday, 9 o'clock Pacific time, Standard Time, AM, not night, like it is tonight. But for those of you that didn't get to watch it during the live, hope you enjoy it recorded. And until next time, be sure you guys hit that like, subscribe button on both channels, even though Deon didn't go live on his channel tonight. But says it on the screen for our favorite podcast, Niner Game Podcast. I just made a new podcast audio on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So make sure you guys go follow that if you want to listen to it while you're in traffic tomorrow. But other than that, we'll see you guys Saturday. Until next time, go Niners.
Go Niners at the Giants.
I need you back.